Throughout my career as a photographer, I've had to pivot my business a number of times. Have you experienced this? Hey folks, Jeff McLain here. I'm a photographer, videographer, sound mixer. I guess they call it multi-potentialite, right? Basically somebody who has a varied interests and pursuits. I started out my career over 20 years ago. I'd gone to a photography school and wanted to, was armed with this knowledge and enthusiasm to strike it out and be the next big thing. And there's a lot of folks like that out there who, have dreams of becoming the next big photographer and, or maybe film director or what have you, camera person. And then they get out into the real world and they all of a sudden realize things are a lot different than they thought they were going to be, right? Kind of visions of sugar plums dancing in my head. And then I get out in the real world and I'm like, whoa, this is a whole different scene than what I thought. Okay, so my path, I wanted to get into the commercial photography realm. And so, as I got out of photography school many years ago, a couple decades ago, I immediately realized that my work out of a, 1-year photography school could not compete with the people who were doing it 20, 30 something years. And so I realized that my path was entry level was going to be, I'm going to be a freelance photo assistant and learn from these people, right? And over time, the skills, one skill kind of begets the next. You kind of, it starts to snowball in a particular direction, right? I started getting deeper into Photoshop and then deeper into video and, you get further and further in at the production level. And I started, getting my own photographic jobs and moving up the ladder of the kinds of projects that I was working on. Throughout different times in my career, I've had to, pivot into new directions. It's like you're throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks, right? And then certain things you like, certain things you don't, certain things fit your business, your direction where you think you want things to go, and other things don't really fit and you kind of let them go. And I'm not going to do as much of that, right? This is probably very common, right? And that's really what this YouTube channel is all about, it's myself pivoting once again into a direction of wanting to share some of the knowledge that I have. For the past 10 years, I've been an instructor at Rocky Mountain School of Photography in Missoula, Montana. Previous to that, I was living in the big city and working as a photographer as well as a digital technician. And, just one thing led to another in my life that brought me up into Montana. And I've been here, the past 11 years or so. And at the time of this video. So this channel is dedicated to those of you out there who are looking to level up your skills, who are aspiring to be a photographer or maybe a digital tech or even starting out as an assistant and trying to kind of make heads or tails of how to get yourself in, how to break into this industry, right? I'm going to be covering in the content of this channel quite a bit of information regarding software, hardware, still photography, videography. We'll be talking about sound mixing as well. It's going to be a sort of melange of different things. The hope of this channel is to maybe provide some content that's helpful to some of you from somebody who's worked in the trenches as a photo assistant, as a digital tech, as a photographer, as a videographer, location sound mixer. I've written for magazines. I've done some graphic design, sort of a number of different things within the image making field, in the hopes of helping you out in some way to break in and achieve your dreams. So if you like this video, hit the like sign. If you didn't, you know what to do. You can leave a comment. Please subscribe to this channel if you'd like more of this content. Hit that little bell to be notified. Thanks for watching. See you soon.